Hi everybody, it's Julie. In today's video, we are going to make my last 6 embellishments that I need for my November to Remember Junk Journal Challenge. And then we are going to have some ideas for the 12 days of December daily prep. So we're going to make those first we're going to make those 6 embellishments. And then if you want to skip to the December daily information, the timestamp is in the description box down below. Okay, so let's go ahead. And these are the things I still need to use. I need some stenciling. I need to use individual die cuts, yarn, something that flies, garden object, and something to do with the sky. I still need to make a fluffy tassel. Everything else I can make whatever I want, but I need 6. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with something that flies. And I had this from a calendar. I'm also going to be using the full moon down here for my sky. Okay, I think that that's going to be kind of fun. And so I'm just going around this picture and getting it set up. Okay, so we'll cut all the way around and we'll set that aside. And I have this green card. Now let's check with our actual journal, okay? Okay, the card will go this, so it's going to have to go in this direction, okay? Because it'll stick out too much. For the cover that I'm making, I can only have a little bit of stuff sticking out. So we can go ahead and do this. And now because of these rounded corners up here, I'm going to go ahead and actually use the corner rounder. And we'll use the big one that gives you a good, well, usually gives you a good round corner. Okay, so my something that flies is going to be birds. I thought about using Santa, but I couldn't find one in my stuff that was him in the sleigh, and I didn't have any reindeer because I thought they would be perfect. So now, just so you know, when I came up with the things for this month, I didn't even know what I was going to be making. Okay, I didn't even know my theme or anything. I used my favorite things. Okay, so I love the sky. I love clouds. I love stars. My favorite thing about the hot tub is just sitting out there and watching the things that are in the sky. And of course, you know, daisies are my favorite flowers, so that was on there. Pink is my favorite color. I love to see things that are pink, so that was one of the things that we had to use. If I'm not paper crafting or DIYing, I'm probably in the garden as another one of my favorite things. So we did garden object. It was not to be a flower. It was to be something else. And so yeah, and the number 8. And I didn't do the word enjoy. I put the word enjoy in my journal because I knew that it was supposed to be on the list, but it wasn't on the list. Okay. So, and then we had my favorite embellishments, and those were the pockets, of course, because I love pockets and I cannot lie. Double tuck, the flip flop, the fabric flip, a fluffy tassel, paper clip, tattoos, edges, and antique ribbon closures. So those were all things that you were supposed to put into somewhere into your journal this time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take this piece of ribbon and put it through up here. I think that'll be a nice contrast with the other things that are on here. I am going to use my stapler to put it on because that will give us less bulk. And so there we have ribbon, we have our calendar piece, and I'm going to add a piece of holly. I thought that that would be kind of fun because there's already the berries, and so I thought it would be fun to add the holly down here. And that is a digital. It's from the Christmas Joy, 12 Days of Christmas Joy, or there's also a lot of holly. There's even a full little digital kit, a Holly Ink Saver digital kit that has pages and postcards and tags that you can use from that. I'm going to use this faceted bling in the middle of my holly. And I did give the Emerald Patreons got a whole roll of this in their November embellishment kit. I should show you what they got because it was pretty cool November kit, and I think there's still spaces. Okay, so that is using something that flies, and we have a another type of tag, and so we need to go ahead and ink this. We'll ink it with our brushed corduroy. Oh, got paper stuck to my finger. It wasn't even stuck, it was just on there. That was funny. Okay. So don't forget, on Monday, we will have our mini challenge in the challenge, and it will be live at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, and I'll be opening that gift that they asked me to do a live to open the gift. So there's our first one, and I think that one is a lot of fun. So next, I am going to work on my garden. And I have this stamp that has the little watering can and the pot of flowers. And so that's what I decided to use after much trying to figure out what should I use. What was I thinking when I... Okay, so I am going to distress this because it's very white. And I'm going to make it like a label, I think. So let's pull out our book or a book page and our gold pen. And we'll go around it like we have the other labels, even though this one has a watering can. Okay, so it's kind of going along a theme that I already have been doing in this journal, which is those black labels. And those labels can be found in the antique paper Christmas ornament digital. Okay, so there, I think I'm going to do like a cluster, and I'm going to put one of these poinsettias up in this corner and one down in this corner. So just like that. And I'll add a little bit of glue. Put that on the corner. And I think that'll be kind of fun. And it's something that maybe could go, you know, for when you're decorating your porch, or if you decorate your garden, or if you just have to have a garden thing in there because Julie said so. The other thing is we do need to add our fingernail polish. So let's go ahead. We'll add some to the holly over here for that Christmas sparkle that I do love so much. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there's garden. Something that flies and garden are done. So next, I'm going to take this where it says full moon. And I'm going to cut that out. Okay, because that has something to do with the sky. I am not a big fan of the full moon. And now, it's kind of cool for frolicking, you know, if you're like when we're at the cabin and we take a midnight walk, which is crazy because there's probably like bears and stuff. But anyway, yeah, frolicking. And do you frolic? Have you frolicked? Okay, these are for something else. Just look under the ink, Julie. It's under the ink. So I have this little tag in my stash. I had stamped and colored things in. And so I'm going to add this here. But I do want to also add a flinch card with the number of the day of the full moon. So the December full moon is on December 7th. And it is called the cold moon. So, December 7th. Oh, you're kidding me. There it is. Okay. These are flinch cards already cut out and ready for my December daily. And so I wanted to add that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use an X-Acto knife. And my little green cutting mat. We don't want to lose the full moon. I've already lost things for this video, so we're just going to cut. I'm going to cut a slit in this. So I believe you're watching this on Sunday, and today is my birthday. So I am, if I'm not here at the premiere, I'm hanging out with the Yayas. So there's that. My 3 best friends will be here: Tom, Arlene, and Kathy. Okay, so we're just going to cut that so that this can go in there. And then I'm going to pull it kind of to the side like that. Okay. Then I'm going to put the full moon on there. Okay. So that'll glue down, because otherwise it's going to keep floating all over the place, making me crazy. I think this is kind of cool because it kind of now looks like an envelope, even though it was a tag. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put some glue under here. So this is going to be my number for the 7th, probably. Okay, full moon, 7. And you know what? We can add some stars, even though you hardly see the stars. Right? Which is kind of a bummer. What about you? Are you more a fan of the stars or the moon? Now, I love to see the moon when it's coming up. And sometimes out here in the desert, we get a pretty darn big moon when it's coming up, and sometimes also when it's going back down. Okay, so I have from the calendar, I have the Flinch card, I have the stars, I have stamping and coloring. We're good to go on our skies. I like that, and I'm gonna leave it just like that. Okay, for the next one, I had not done the die cuts yet. So I have these 3 digitals. They are the scarf, the digital table scarf. They come in it's like a 6-pack in the couple of the digital kits. And I am going to use a piece of the green ribbon, because I have a lot of that. Okay, and I am going to use the die cut Ho 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 that I had in my stash. Okay, so Ho, Ho, and Ho. We're going to make like a little edge thing. Okay, I think I want to add some lace also. I have this piece of the lace we've been using, so let's go ahead and we'll add some fabric tack onto the ribbon. Okay, we'll turn this lace that way. So we've been using this lace, or I have been using this lace in this journal. So there, we have ribbon, we have lace, and now, okay, we need to pull out a book page, because we need to not be bigger or too much bigger. We can go a little bit higher. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, look, it'll fit. It'll fit. Okay. I was getting worried. Okay, so let's put the 3 scarves on. Okay. And I'm just going to put a line down the middle of the scarf. Okay, and then add it. Should I have done that? Maybe. Okay, we'll save that for another. We happen to have 4 already cut. Okay, so let's go ahead so that only a little bit is hanging off, and that we can put this on the edge. Okay, so there. So it's gonna come right up to, we'll go right here, and we'll line it up with the poinsettia. Like that. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing again. Isn't this cool? This digital right here is so cool, printed on vellum. I just have to tell you, it is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so there's that. And then we just need to put our ho 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 on. And I'm doing this for a miniature journal, but you could do this for a larger page. It could just go down towards the bottom of the page. Or there are bigger scarves in the Christmas Joy and 12 Days of Christmas Joy digital kits. Okay, so that will be able to go on the edge of a page, just like that. Well, on the edge of a, I think that'll be really cool. And once it gets in there, we can go ahead and glue these to those, I think. Okay, so that is the scarves. And next we need our fluffy tassel. Now I have these pieces of the fabric, and that is what's going to tell me how big my how big this is going to be. So I do have a little bit of baker's twine, and I'm going to cut that in half. That piece right there. I think this is probably from the kits from the mini challenge and the challenge. Have you done the mini challenge and the challenge? Don't forget, there's still time to make your little notebook, and all of the directions are in Monday's mini challenge and the challenge info. Okay, I'm going to cut that one long enough. Okay. Let's see. We've got some wider ribbon here. I'm just going with what I had in my stash, easily gotten to. So we needed a fluffy tassel. Fluffy tassel is one that is kind of fluffy, and so for our fluff and for our yarn, because I needed some yarn in this journal, I'm going to use this eyelash trim. Okay, so I have this very fluffy eyelash trim. It reminds me of Midnight if it was black. It's very, very fluffy. Okay, so we'll cut 3 pieces. Okay, the cool thing about this challenge this month is you can use anything in your stash. So that has been fun. Okay, now I have a whole bunch of these green ribbons that were in the stuff from Sally. So as long as I can get the piece of glue off. Okay. There's one. This one I already took the glue off. Oh, it's longer. Is this one longer or shorter? Huh, they're all different. Okay, that's okay. We can do this. And we might as well add some gold because I've been liking the gold. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to want is I am going to want a washer or something that I can use to put this together. Okay, I've got a little brass one. I don't know if I can get all that through there. We'll try though. Okay. Now usually I would put it through like that, but this one's much smaller. I don't think I'm going to get it through there. But I'm going to try. Wow, that fluffy eyelash trim is not cooperating. Okay, I have an actual keychain piece. I've found a lot of things as I've been cleaning my craft room that I can put into things. Okay, so that there is a chain on this. Let's see if I can figure out the halfway, like about there. Okay. Okay. So look at all that stuff in there. I think I want to turn it around, you guys. There. Yeah, I like that much better. Okay. Can I straighten this out? Is that going to be a pain? Okay. Okay, let's get the gold wire. Forgot to turn the camera on, so I'm just wrapping it with some gold wire. And then cut it with the wire cutters. And finish this and push this up inside. And there we go. We have a fluffy tassel. And I have some erasers, and I knew right where they were because of cleaning my craft room. So there's a wreath, there's a little truck, and there's a Santa. I'm going to use the wreath and the Santa. We'll make the Santa one here. So I have these colored pens. These are called berry pens. And I think I'm going to use the green. Okay, so I just take and put it up. Okay, then everybody close your eyes because we're going to cut the end off. Then it flies. Okay, and then we're going to twist this round and round. Okay, and it's going to go down inside or it's going to come around. Okay, so it either go inside the eraser or come around. Okay, got a little Christmas light in here. Go with the green one. Okay, we'll add a jump ring to that. put that down at the bottom of here. So we'll have a charm that is a chain, a pen, an eraser, and the little Christmas bulb. I'm gonna add this to the front. And that will be all of my embellishments will be done once we add this charm to the tassel. Okay, so we're going to add that. Do I like that side or I like this side? Go up underneath the wire. Come out, twist. And close. They clamp together. Okay, so that is my, oh, I love it. So I've got that little charm thing going. I'm going to stick that down in there, see if it finds its home. So anyway, we got our tassel and our charm. We have our die cuts. Okay, so these were the die cuts, and they are going to be an edge. So that was die cuts. This was something in the sky, full moon, stars, the number 7, because the full moon will be on the 7th. And then these are the flinch cards printed at 3.5 by 5. So they come out that size. Garden object. And we have the stamped watering can, and we made it into a little label. And we have something that flies. And so we have the birds and the holly and the bling and the fingernail polish on the green tag. So I'm going to check. Oh, and the yarn that I needed to use was in here. So the only thing I did not, I know I used it somewhere, but I don't remember where. So we need to use some stenciling just in case, and we'll have done everything. So let's turn this way. And I'm using the Sleeping Beauty stencil. And we'll just add some of the damask down there. Ooh, I love it. Maybe a little up here. And, you know, for good measure. I'll probably put some of this inside the journal as well. But this way, I've done all of my required things. Okay, so there is the stenciling. So Fluffy Tassel is done. We used stenciling, we used individual die cuts, we used yarn. We made something that flies, used a garden object, and something to do with the sky. And we have 6, right? That's what I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That completes my 60 embellishments that were needed for this challenge. And so all I have left to do is the cover and the final reveal. So next on this video, I'm going to give you some December daily ideas for getting ready or getting your December daily ready so that you can use it starting December 1st. I'm actually thinking that my December daily is going to start with Thanksgiving, because I will be spending time with family that I will not get to see again at Christmas. And we will be doing some Christmas while we're there. So just a heads up, I may have some extra pages in mine. But yeah, so on to our 12 days of Christmas prep for December daily. Day 1 of 12 days of getting ready for December daily. I just wanted to show you one of the formats that I used. These huge binder rings, I actually got them in the embroidery section at Joann's. Okay, so these giant rings, and they made it so that I was able to do this. We had so much going on this particular year that I needed to have big pages. I went 8.5 by 11 this way, and I had little things that attached to the rings. I had things that popped up and moved. Oh, that's a pocket. Oops. Little pockets that could hold things. Again, extra pages that I was able to bring in with flips. I would put things together like this. If you like to see a full look at this, I will put this, the link to this particular year. I think this was 2016 in my, in the description box down below. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is kind of get an idea. What do you got going on this year? Do you have a lot going on? Do you have a little going on? Do you want this to be something where you're keeping your memories? This is what I do every year. I want my home documented inside and out. I want our family documented, all the branches, all the leaves of our family get documented and put in here if at all possible. Even the ones far away, I take the pictures that they send me and their pictures that they're posting on social media, and I use them in my journal, even if we're not going to be able to be with them. I have to tell you that this particular album, this one here, has priceless pictures of my mom, of my dad, of my brother Zach, my sister-in-law Sally, Mike, that was Zach's caregiver, our friend Earl. These 3 we all lost this year, and I have pictures of them in here. And it was, you know, I went through this right before I started this this part of the video, and I am so grateful that I don't have to go look in a box to find pictures, that I know that at least at Christmas time I have them here. So this year I am going to go for the simple format again, and I will be choosing from one of these cardstock stacks. Whoops. I'm sorry. And then I had this extra cardstock paper as well. But I just will be choosing. I kind of like this one. Yeah, because I'm thinking cozy this year. So I'm thinking this one. Now this has, you get 4 of each of those pages. I mean, this is perfect. It's got the cardinals in there for this. And then you know what? I think I can add this in there also. Oh my gosh, I love that. Santa with the typewriter. I like this. It's very nostalgic. I am also going to be using a variety of Dear Julie digitals. And so Yeah, this one is a little more bright. Okay, so you saw me use a little bit of this in, like I used the red and white page in the November challenge journal, but I can still use that. So I think I'm going to be using this and this. So I don't know if you saw, but this one had some double-sided papers in it. Okay, so this was a double-sided paper, but the majority of them were not double-sided. And actually, I'm wrong. This particular time, okay, I was going to say a lot of these are double-sided, but like this one isn't, and I took two and I put them together. Now, when I do that, I can actually make pockets on the sides. I can make pockets on the tops and on the sides when I have to put the pages together. So yeah, so this was, I did use some of my little things. This was the last Christmas that we did at Mike and Sally's actual house. This was in the barn. There's Sally. So there she is. Yeah, so yeah, so that's the first thing is just picking out, you know, a theme. Oops, see, you know, do you want to do this? Okay, for many of us, there's not, you know, if your kids are grown and they're gone, you know, you might not have a lot of things to document, but maybe it's time to tell your Christmas stories so that they can be passed down. And so I will be having a prompt list of things that you can take pictures of, you can document, and you can do your own December daily. My December daily usually starts as soon as we pull out any of the Christmas decorations. So I'm hoping to pull out our big tree on tomorrow on my birthday, and at least get it set up with the lights. And the reason I want to do that is because a lot of times that poor tree doesn't end up getting decorated. And I have to tell you, it is beautiful when I decorate it. Or when I decorate it. It has all of our Christmas ornaments. It has Tom's Christmas ornaments and my Christmas ornaments from growing up, from our adulthood, from the time that we've been together. It is full of beautiful glass ornaments, all different shapes, sizes, colors, and all in different conditions. I absolutely love that. So we are spending Thanksgiving with family, and we will probably not get to spend Christmas with them. So my December daily will probably include that also. So like I said, I use mine for memory keeping, and so those are the two things. Do I want to have a theme? I want a theme. I think I want the theme of cozy, because I really see us being home most of the time, and just enjoying our home and enjoying each other. And I want to have that feeling for this year. And I am going to use it for memory keeping. It's not going to be as full as that one, because we don't have that many things going on. We just don't. So, and that's okay. That's okay. So what size am I going to do? So another thing that I have done several years is I have done 8 by 8 or 8.5 by 8.5. And that has been a great size for me. I am going to do the ring bound. The thing about the ring bound is I can move things around. So if one page, like I'm going to put mine together. You're going to see it's going to have all of my pages are going to be set up and ready by the 1st. That's what we're going to be doing over the next 12 days, a variety of different things. I'm going to show you what I'm doing, but I'm also going to show you some other ideas, as well as we'll look back at some of the things that I've done before. I have done a traditional junk journal. It is the one journal that ended up, something happened and it came unbound, and I haven't gone back and fixed it. So it's in the warehouse in its little box. And so hopefully I'll be able to take that out at some point and be able to rework it. So yeah, I'm excited that I had the opportunity to take that 2016 out and be able to look through that and reminisce and enjoy the work that I did so long ago. So the thing about having this already set up, it just makes it so much easier. I do also want to give you an idea for a much simpler way of doing this. This was started by Allie Edwards, and I will leave a post or something to get to her. I'm sure you've seen her Facebook ad. It's for the front of the binder says fa la 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 la, and it's all red. And so you've probably seen that on Facebook. But her original idea is to take one memory each day or one thing each day, and that's what you focus on. So if you are decorating your tree, you might only have the picture, like the before and the after, or just the picture of the tree. You don't have to go all elaborate like I do. You might just have the story of the tree, and the same for a looking back in a memory type. You might remember, one of your favorite things might be when your mom would sit down at the piano and play Christmas carols, and everybody would come around and sing. And maybe there was some funny things or very special things that happened during that, and you can write about that, and it would be a legacy, something that you could have for yourself for now, and for those that love you later, for them to look at and to know those stories. So I will have, like I said, I will have a prompt list. Patreons, you'll be getting that very soon. And they actually get, theirs will be different. The other thing is that you can just take a photograph every day and then tell a story about that photograph. Or as you're going through the day, you might think, gosh, I love sitting by this fire in this and looking at the tree. Or I, for us, if there's a rainy day, that would be really a great thing. Our family Christmas will be at one of Tom's brothers this year, the Fisher family Christmas. And so I will definitely do that day. Tom's birthday is in December, so we will celebrate that. Olive and the Christmas puppies were born in December, so we will celebrate and reminisce about that. If you don't know, Olive is our puppy. She's going to be 2 or 3? 2? 2? I still call her the puppy. She's bigger than both of the other dogs. And they were all born at Christmas time. And so they were our Christmas puppies. And Olive's name is Olive the Other Reindeer. That's how she got her name. She's Olive the Other Reindeer. And because they're my favorite. Olive the Other Reindeer. Yeah, so for this first day, I just wanted to give you like a little bit of an introduction, and that if you might be thinking about doing something like this, this is something that if you're spending time with your kids or your grandkids, it's something that you can do at any age, because, you know, if you had a book, paper like this, and you had a youngster, they could actually draw pictures to tell their story on the white page, right? As can you. So, who knows? We might even paint in our journal. So look at there, big word, cozy Christmas. So with the cardinal. So yeah. So for 12 days, I'm going to be working on getting my December daily ready. And I'm going to be introducing you to some ideas of things that you can do to have yours ready, as well as to give you some ideas on different ways that you can do December daily. So I hope this is helpful, and I'm excited for our 12 days of Christmas starting today here at Dear Julie. 12 days of Christmas, getting ready for your December daily. So don't forget that we made those beautiful embellishments. I have finished all 60 for my November challenge. So I look forward to the video of the cover and getting to show you that, as well as the final flip through. So watch for those. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget that tomorrow we will be live at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. That's 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. That's our regular time that we are here with the premiere every day through the end of this year. And that is so that you can connect, and we all watch the video together at the same time. It's really, really awesome. I think you get to watch it uninterrupted by ads, which is pretty cool if you're here at the premiere. And of course, we have that live chat. So don't forget that live chat. Come on over, say hello, wave. And we'd love to welcome you and have you join in on our conversation, whatever it is. So have an amazing day. I will see you tomorrow. My birthday, November 20th. That's Sunday. Oh, and the live is Monday. Monday at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.